Welcome to your 30-minute full body mat class. Let's get started. You'll need your mat. We're gonna go ahead and lie down on our backs, lining your feet up with your sits bones, arms resting by your side. Just find your breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth, relax your shoulders. Do that again, nice big inhale, filling those ribs front to back, side to side. As you exhale, ribs draw down, abs pull in and up. One more, just breathing. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale. On your next exhale, go ahead and rock the pelvis towards you, little tuck. Lengthen and into a little arch, tailbone towards your feet. Exhale into that tuck, start to feel a little bit more in the abs, lengthening and into that little arch. Two more just like that, mobilizing the spine as we exhale. Inhale, lengthening. Last one, exhale into your tuck and back into that arch. Coming back to your neutral, so nice level pelvis. Take an inhale. On your exhale, find that tuck again. Feel your low back against your mat as you start to peel your hips up. Pressing down through the feet, lifting up through the pelvis, squeezing the glutes. Inhale at the top of your bridge, and then exhale, lowering back down. As you lower, nice and controlled through that spine, bone by bone by bone, all the way back into your neutral. Inhale. Exhale again with your tuck first. Feel your abdominals connect. Lifting the hips, peeling up, bone by bone by bone. Inhaling at the top, maintain that tuck so we're not dropping into an arch. Exhale, rolling down through the spine. Creating space as we come to the mat. The back body lengthens and widens. Inhale, exhale, let's do that again one more time as we peel up. Using your breath, feeling those legs, those glutes. Pause here. Feel your feet lengthened on the mat, toes nice and long. Inhale, you're gonna drop your hips. Exhale, lift them back up. Inhale, as you drop, maintain your tuck. Keep your abdominals engaged. Inhale and exhale, press. Feel your shoulders soften to the mat. Arms energized, pressing down and away. Two more. On your last one, take an inhale at the top, hold. Exhale, roll it down, one bone at a time. Control all the way through, making sure your knees stay in parallel. Finding your neutral again. Inhale, as you exhale, reconnect. Feel your ribs soften down and in. Keep the shoulders relaxed. We're gonna draw our right leg up to tabletop. Bring your left leg up to tabletop. Find that connection. Your low back is long on your floor. Take an inhale, tap your right toes down. Exhale, lift, and the left, tap, and lift. Again, as we lower, keeping that core pulling in and up the whole time. Inhale, right, and lift, left. One more, just like that, each side. Keeping the legs nice and strong in that position, alternating. Right toes are gonna tap. As we exhale, left, and switch, and switch. Keep thinking about that core, about your breath as you exhale. Ribs softening down, abs pulling in and up. Last one, each side, right and left. Bring both legs up to that tabletop. Legs together as tight as you can. Feel your inner thighs engage, your legs nice and connected as we inhale, double leg, toe taps, lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, watching that we're not arching the back as we go down. Tap and lift. Reach through those arms. Two more, tap and lift. Last one, tap and lift. Good, bring those knees in, give yourself a little hug, little rock side to side, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Let's take a head turn to the right, relax your neck, and to the left. Coming back to your center, let's lower the feet down, find your parallel again, so heels lined up with your sits bones, knees pointing straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna interlace those fingers, take your hands behind your head, supporting that head with your palms. So really kind of pressing your head back into your hands here. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna lift your head and chest up, keeping your head heavy in your palms. Inhale, lower back down. Pelvis stays the same as we exhale to lift. Trying to get your shoulder blades off your mat. Inhale to lower. Good, feeling that lift. Your chest is reaching towards the ceiling rather than towards the tops of your thighs. Exhale, 2 more. Lifting, feeling those abdominals pulling in and up. On this next one, we're gonna pause at the top. Exhale, hold it here. Keep your head pressing into those palms. As we exhale, rotate to the right. Think left armpit to right hip, come back through your center. Exhale, rotate to the left and back through center. Try not to pull on the neck as we come across. We're working from those obliques as we exhale. And center, knees and hips stay the same, rotate. And center, exhale, rotate. And center, let's do 1 more each side. Can you get those shoulder blades off your mat? Exhale, rotate. Center, take an inhale here and lower everything down. Nice job. Open those arms out to a T, stretching across the room. We're just gonna take the knees over to the left, little stretch here. You can look to the right if that feels okay on the neck. Relax your shoulders. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Legs come back through your center. And over to the right, looking to the left. Keep reaching through those arms. Relaxing through the shoulders. And exhale back through your center. The arms are gonna stay here. We're gonna bring our right leg back up to tabletop using that exhale. Left leg, glue the legs together as much as you can here. Feel again that your low back is lengthened on the mat. Your ribs are dropping in and down towards the pelvis. Spine to a supine. Inhale, knees are gonna go over to the right. Shoulders stay heavy. As you exhale, we draw back through center. Inhale, over to the left, other side, dropping that right shoulder to the mat. Exhale, pulling back through center, squeeze your legs together. Inhale to the right. Knees are staying in alignment as we go over. Exhale, we're pulling back, using those obliques. Inhale again, over to the left. Watch that your shoulder isn't lifting off the mat. Really draw it down. Support from your core as we pull back. Let's do 1 more each side. Focus on squeezing those legs together. Keep those knees lined up. Exhale. Ribs draw down. Last one to the left. Inhale, we go over. Shoulders stay relaxed. Exhale, coming back through your center. Good, bring those knees in, give yourself a little hug. Side to side rock, stretching that low back. We're gonna bring the feet back down onto our mat. Again, lining in that parallel, so make sure your knees are pointing straight up, over those toes, arms long by your side. We're gonna move back into our bridge. Take your inhale. On your exhale, find your tuck. Draw your low back into the mat. Lifting, peeling the hips up. Low back, the mid back, finding your shoulder blades. Pause at the top. Now just hold here for a moment. I want you to feel even through both feet, from your toes to your heels, from the inside of the foot to the outside of the foot. We're nice and even. Should feel your inner thighs kick in a little bit more here. Exhale, roll it down, keeping that weight, keeping that even pressure on the feet and the legs, all the way back into your neutral. Inhale, exhale again, find your tuck. So use the core, pulling in and up, lifting the hips, peeling up into that bridge. Notice at the top if you dropped into an arch, re-tuck, connect to that core. We're gonna pause here. Use your arms, press down into your mat. As we exhale, floating your right leg to tabletop. Lower that right foot with control. Exhale, float your left leg to tabletop. Going into our marching here. Keep looking up at the ceiling. Try not to turn your head. Nice and supported through those shoulder blades. And lower. Keep that tuck in the pelvis. Right and down. Keep your hips level. You have one more each side. Exhale, nice and strong. Stick with it as we lower. Control that left leg comes up and down. Inhale, feel both feet on that mat. Exhale, roll the spine down one bone at a time. All the way in to your neutral. Good, we're gonna take a quick little hamstring stretch here, grabbing behind your right thigh, gently pulling that right knee towards you. Exhale, extend the leg up, flex, point, and bend. As you do this, that right hip is trying to stay down on the mat. Flex, point, and bend. You're encouraging the back of the knee to open, to lengthen. Flex, point. Maybe your leg isn't fully straight, and that's okay. Find that stretch. Last one, we're gonna hold it up there. Reach, relax the hips, flex and point. One more. Go ahead and circle the ankle one way and the other way. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And then bend the knee and lower the foot back to the mat. Same thing on the other side. Left pulls in, holding that thigh, extend your leg up, flex and point, bend the knee. Good, as you do this, really be mindful. Your left hip is trying to stay down and away from your left shoulder. Create that space. Two more like this. And of course, keep breathing. Lengthen. Good, we're gonna hold it here. Continue to flex and point. And little circles one way. And the other way. Getting that foot, that ankle mobility. And then go ahead and bend the knee, place the foot down onto the mat. We're gonna move into our abs series next. You always have the option to keep your head and chest down if that works for you. I'm gonna show you the chest lift option. Exhale, we're gonna bring the right leg up to tabletop. Exhale, left leg joins. Good, from here, we're gonna reach our arms straight up to the ceiling. Connect your shoulders into your upper back. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the arms down, lift the head and chest up. Good, remember our chest is trying to reach towards the ceiling, shoulder blades off the mat. Single leg stretch, left knee pulls in. We're gonna hold onto that shin, right leg goes long. Exhale, we switch. Exhale and switch. Keep thinking ribs drawing down to the pelvis, abs pulling in and up towards your ribs. And switch. Relax through the shoulders. You have 4, 3, 2, last one. Double leg stretch, both legs come in. We reach away. Circle the arms and hug. Inhale, squeeze those legs together. Exhale, circle. You're welcome to do this with the head and chest down if you need to. Focus on your legs and arms, reaching, hugging in with that core. 2. Maybe you lift a little higher. Last one. Good, hold it here. We're gonna extend both legs up towards the ceiling. We're gonna take the hands, interlace them behind our head, support your neck. Both legs are gonna lower on an inhale, keep squeezing through your center. Exhale to lift. Inhale, we lower. Zip up through those inner thighs. Find that pelvic floor to deep abdominal connection. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You have 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, lift, hold. Good, you're gonna reach up, grab behind your right calf as you lower your left leg to the floor. Little lift here with that chest. Exhale, we switch. Exhale and switch. Into that hamstring pull. Again, you can do this with your head and chest down, focusing on just the legs, keeping your core active, reaching long through those thighs. Good, 4 more here. You have 4, keep breathing. Exhale, 3. Last 2, last 1. Both legs up, bend the knees, lower your head and chest down if it's up, little hug, side to side, good work. Breathe, enjoy this moment. We're gonna bring the feet down onto our mat. Good, stretch the legs long. Reach your arms overhead, nice big stretch. Draw the ribs down, so try and stay in that center. Good, circling the arms all the way down. Rest by your side. Walk your feet back in. We're gonna rock and roll to come all the way up. So I'm gonna grab the front of my shins again, nod my chin towards my chest, and take a little roll up. Good, let's go ahead and move into our side work. I'm gonna have you walk yourself to the back end of your mat. We're gonna line up our torso from tailbone to head with the back end of your mat. Go ahead and lie down on that side. You're welcome to prop your head up or lay fully flat if that feels better on your neck. Hips are stacked, ribs are stacked, shoulders, bringing your knees to 90, heels together, toes apart. As you exhale, lift that top knee and lower, moving into our clam. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Making sure that as you lift this knee, we're not rolling back with that top hip. So staying stacked. We want to work through that outer glute. Challenge those rotators in the hip. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale and inhale. We have 2 more like this. On your next one, we're going to hold it open. Little pulses, little press out and out. Again, check in with the pelvis. Make sure it's staying stacked, nice and strong for 4 and 3, 2. Last one, we're going to bring that leg all the way down. Float both feet up this time and repeat. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. So now we're working with a little more range of motion. We have a nice open external rotation and internal of that thigh bone. Exhale as you open. Again, focus on that top hip. Press it forward if it's rolling back. 2 more, just like that. Starting to feel a little burn in that glute. Holding it open on this one. Little pulses for 8. And press. Relax the shoulders. Think of your core active. It's pulling in and up. Good. 2, 1. Lower the knee and lower the feet down. Good. We're going to stay here. We're just lengthening those legs out. Think straight to that bottom corner of your mat. Hips are still stacked. Zipping those inner thighs together. Exhale, lift your top leg up. Keep the foot flexed as we lift and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Again, working that parallel position. So we're working that outer thigh into that glute. Bottom leg is active even though it's not lifting. It's reaching long on the floor. Good, you have 2 more. Exhale. Last one, we're gonna hold it at hip height. You're gonna draw a little circle, up, forward, and around. Up, forward, and around. Making sure that you're tracing that full circle with your heel. So watching that it's not becoming an oval. Get that full range, 1 more, and then reverse it, go the other way. Forward, up, and around. Forward, up, and around. Good. Be mindful, check in, pelvis stays still, torso stays stacked. And we're breathing for 2 more here. Last one. Moving into side kick, flexing that foot as we glide the leg forward. Point, inhale, taking it back. Exhale, flex, bring it forward. Point and reach it back. Our focus here is moving the leg without moving the torso. So finding that deeper connection in those abdominals. Get your transverse abdominis working here. Pelvic floor lifting in and up. And reach. We have 2 more. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Last one, forward. And back. Good, let's hold it back there. Feel your glute and your hamstring engage. We're gonna take our chest down to the mat. You're gonna reach your leg back a little bit further. Lower it so your toes are touching the floor. Reach your top arm on that opposite diagonal and breathe. So this should feel like a nice stretch for your psoas, getting that full top side into your belly, down that top of the leg, and then we'll bring everything back in. Go ahead and bend your knees, use your top arm, push yourself up, and we're just gonna take that all to the other side. Again, lining yourself up, torso to the back end of the mat. Propping your head up if you'd like to, knees to 90. Making sure your top hip is stacked. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Heels are together, toes are apart. Open and close. As you open and close, start to think about work in both directions. Exhale, we're opening, feeling that glute engage. Inhale, we're lowering, resisting, rather than just releasing. Open and lower. Exhale. Good, paying attention, those ribs are staying in and down towards the pelvis. Watching that we're not thrusting forward and arching the back. Good, we're gonna do 2. This next one, hold. Here's our little pulses. Open, press, press. Think energy outward with that thigh, pressing open. Good, for 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, 1, lower the leg all the way down. Good, we lift both feet. We're gonna repeat that whole thing as we open and close. Heels stay glued together. Abs stay pulling in and up, nice and active through your center. Supporting those legs. And open. Good, when in doubt, think of just pressing that top hip slightly forward. Keeping that stacked position for 2. Here's your pulses, little press. 8, and press. Relax those shoulders for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower that knee down, lower your feet down. We're gonna take those legs along to that bottom corner of your mat. Make sure, again, we're nice and parallel, so both legs are squeezing together, our hips are still stacked. Exhale, top leg lifts. We lift, inhale, back to hip height. Exhale, lift, and hip height. Watch that you're not moving with the torso, we're not crunching to lift, but rather we're lengthening to lift. So everything's connected and the leg is lifting, supported in that torso. And exhale, 2 more. Last one, we're gonna hold it at hip height, focus on that circle. We're coming up, forward and around, up, forward and around. Picture that circle, you're tracing it with your heel. You wanna get that full range. 2, and reverse, other way. Again, tracing that circle, we tend to leave out the back of the circle, so focus on reaching to the back and around. And around, good. Keeping that hug of the midline, you have 2, and 1. Side kick, flex, bring it forward, point, take it back. So here's where we get a little instability challenge. We're trying to keep the torso from rocking forward and back. Working to hug those abdominals in a little bit deeper. Find that transverse abdominis, pulling in and around that spine. Forward, point and take it back, really reaching through the foot, from the leg, all the way through that foot, through the toes. You have 2 more. Forward, exhale, point, reach it back. Last one, forward. We're gonna take it back, hold it back there. I want you to feel your glute and your hamstring engage. Nice strong position. We're gonna lower that foot all the way down as we reach our top arm on that front diagonal and let our chest come towards the floor. Breathe, your foot is supported on the mat, so my big toe is touching. Stretching through that psoas. Good, one more big inhale. As you exhale, bring your arm back in, leg comes back in. We're gonna bend the knees. I'm gonna have you roll onto your back for a figure 4 with that right ankle crossed over the left thigh. Flex your foot, bring that whole shape in. Relax your shoulders and take a couple breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feeling that piriformis open up, stretching that hip. Good, and let's lower. We'll switch sides, bringing the left ankle crossed over. Flex the foot, pull the shape towards you gently. Breathing, opening up that left hip, relaxing the shoulders. Good, lower that foot down, let's uncross. We're gonna make our way up, but we're gonna use our roll up. So we're gonna walk those feet out just a little bit. Keep the knees bent. Reach your arms back overhead, making sure your ribs are staying down towards the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, arms press forward. We're gonna lift the head and chest. Here's where we can grab the backs of the thighs. Little support as we peel the spine up, nice and tall. Seated, and we're gonna move on to our hands and knees. Flipping around. You're welcome to do this on your forearms, lining your shoulders up over your wrists. Spread those fingers nice and wide, hips over the knees. Take an inhale. On your exhale, feel your abdominals hugging in. Stretch your right leg straight back behind you. Good, squeeze that glute, lengthen through your hamstring. Exhale, we're gonna lift. Inhale, tap. As you lift the leg, think of shifting your weight over to the right just a little bit. So we're centered. Gaze is forward on your mat, neck is nice and long, shoulders to your upper back. 2 more. On your last one, hold. Keep that right hip level. Try reaching your left arm forward, just breathe, find your balance. Hold, extending the arm away from the leg. Good, bring the arm back down, bring your leg back in. Switching sides, inhale, exhale, reconnect. Hug those abdominals in, feel that pelvic floor lifting in and up. Shoulders to your upper back as you extend your left leg long. Squeeze through that glute, lengthen through your hamstring. Exhale, lift and tap. Lift and tap. Good, we're shifting our weight to the left just a little. Length through the back of the neck. Torso stays still. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna hold it up. Find your balance with the right arm coming forward. Shoulders away from those ears. Breathe. Good, lower the arm. Lower the leg. From here, we're gonna sit back into a quick child's pose, stretching those hips back towards our heels. Breathing in. Exhale. We're gonna come back up onto the hands and knees, or the forearms and the knees for cat-cow. Lengthen through your spine, nice flat back. Take an inhale. On your exhale, we're gonna tuck the tailbone under. Feel the abdominals drawing in and up, letting your head look towards the knees. Inhale, lengthen back through your spine. Nice flat back, and exhale, shoulders away from the ears as you look forward, opening up the collarbones. Inhale through your neutral. Exhale, tuck the pelvis. Hug those abdominals in as we stretch that back. Inhale, lengthen. Tailbone goes long. Keep your abdominals pulling in and up as we exhale, opening up through the collarbones, looking slightly forward. Feeling that mid back. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Hugging those abdominals in, looking towards the knees, relaxing through those shoulders, back through your flat back. Lengthening out, shoulders away from the ears as you look slightly forward, collarbones open. Watch that we're not dumping into the low back, we're lifting from that core, feeling the mid-back connect. Good, back through your center. Let's do a little tail wag here, right hip to right shoulder, look towards that hip. Left hip to left shoulder. And again, right and left, breathing. Coming back to your center, sit back into child's pose. Let your head drop to the mat, your arms go long. Okay, let's stretch the arms to the right, nice long reach with the left. Breathe. And back over to the left side. Right arm reaches a little further and breathe. Come back through your center. Exhale, let's slowly stack the spine up. Nice and tall, shoulders down the back. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. And you made it. You guys are all done with your 30-minute workout. Thanks for joining.